Howdy y'all, Austin Gridley Pickleball with your weekly this or that. So we're going to be trying a technique on the forehand and backhand topspin ground strokes. So basically what happened was with the two-handed backhand, I was experimenting with it I'm not extremely good at it, but I was experimenting with it. With the two-handed backhand, I was having much more success when I would turn my shoulders like back, forward, like so. And anyways, I always think it's really smart to take good technique ideas you find for one shot and see if they help you in any of your other shots. So I applied it to my forehand ground stroke, where instead of just like going like this, and I was taught a long time ago to turn like that. It's not as good, we just experimented with that. But now I'm turning like this, which is so much better. I tried it a tiny bit. I don't really know what's going to happen here. We're gonna figure it out together, but I'm gonna try the same idea for my topspin drop. So I'm gonna try, first I'm going to try my old way. Well anyways, I'm mixing that up. Never mind, you don't know what's going to come. I want you to figure it out with us. Which one's better, A or B? Here comes A. Part of my French, but I'm good at pickleball. Ah! For fun. Do a little one-hander. Okay, one more A. And maybe I should just be focusing on the forehand, but I like the backhand too. Okay. All right, you ready for B?
B.
Good try, and that is brand new, so we give it some grace. If I miss it a little bit more, that's okay. We're looking for the quality. My bad, it got too close to me. That's my fault. My bad. Okay, last round. Yeah, and this is like a rough draft, right? So we give it some grace, but we're gonna ask him what he thinks after in a sec. My bad. Focus also on turn my wrist better. That was very wobbly. Last one. I don't know what you're going to say. This is exciting.
This is, yeah, I don't think you're going to expect it, but to me personally, I didn't hear what you told the audience before, what you're doing with A and B.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a surprise to me, but I couldn't feel much of a difference. I couldn't, if I'm being honest,
yeah.
I couldn't, they felt very similar to me in terms of trajectory, height, spin. I wasn't paying attention too much to your technique, but from what I was receiving, it felt very similar.
Potato, tomato.
Sorry?
Potato, tomato.
Yeah,
no, not really a difference.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so the quality was the same.
It was pretty similar, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
What were you doing? What was A and what was B?
I was doing it different. I was doing different turning techniques with the forehand drop.
The result for your opponents, it's pretty similar between A. So whatever's more consistent, I would say.
Okay.
Or whatever feels better.
Okay. All right. You know what this means though, because one of them I just did for the first time right now. So, I mean, if they're equal right away, that could mean the one that's brand new
is better.
Could be better.
Because you could improve that.
It means like because if I've been doing one for 4 years and then I try one for the very first time and it's equal.
It's equal.
It's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
It should be worse, right? It
should be worse.
So I'm not taking that definitively. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Going to try again. And then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right?
It is a good plan.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to try something for 2 minutes and like.
No, you got to give it enough time.
I do think like this turn thing. I think part of it is I'm not as used to it. Like the new one, I'm not as used to it, but it does
It's feeling good?
It does take me like longer to do it, so I'm less like getting up to the net with it.
Okay.
Kind of a negative. So it needs to be higher quality for it to be worth it to me.
Yeah.
But if it's equal quality,
the quality is the same right now. The trajectory, the spin, the pace, the height, everything is
okay. Anyways, interesting. I mean, and sometimes that happens, right? Like it's exactly the same. Yeah. Okay, and at that point, if it's exactly the same, in my head, it's like whatever you are more consistent or confident in, it's definitely what you should do.
Do that. Do whatever you're
Thank you for your help.
Of course.